Welcome back. Alec Murdaugh is trending yet again as the convicted killer is responding to Hulu's newest hit series centered around the murders of his wife Maggie and his son Paul.
God, this is Alec Murdaugh. I need police and an ambulance immediately.
Looking back, sometimes I feel like I'm living a life I never was supposed to live.
Murdaugh, Death in the Family, released on streaming platforms last month, and now Alec Murdaugh is slamming the popular drama by releasing this statement from behind bars through his attorneys, Dick Harpootlian and Jim Griffin, saying in part, quote, Alec is deeply disappointed and disturbed by the recent Hulu streaming series about him and the entire Murdaugh family. The program contains numerous inaccuracies and misleading portrayals that distort the truth of their lives. The depiction of their personal family dynamics is particularly troubling, as it totally mischaracterizes Alec's relationship with his wife Maggie and his son Paul, both of whom Alec loves so dearly. There's more. The statement adds, no one from Hulu ever reached out to Alec, his son Buster, anyone in the Murdaugh family or Alec's attorneys to hear their perspective or verify the facts. Instead, the program appears to rely heavily on sensationalized accounts from secondary sources. Murdaugh's camp also says that viewers should treat the series as fiction. All right, so what's your reaction to Alec Murdaugh's statement? Let's bring in the attorney who represented the family of Gloria Satterfield, who, by the way, is a key character portrayed in this series based on the Murdaugh family. Eric Bland, high-profile attorney, friend of the network, podcaster with Mandy Matney and Liz Farrell, whose reporting is largely depicted. They are characters in this series as well. Eric, good morning to you. My reaction to Alec Murdaugh's thoughts is, who cares what he's saying? What's your reaction, please?
It's more of the same. This is not meant to be a Ken Burns PBS special on the Revolutionary War. It's based on true life shocking events and an award-winning podcast. So, I know Dick's upset, but sometimes this, happens when you represent a monster. And you also represent somebody like Paul, who was shaped by overindulged and undisciplined parents and how they treated him. What was wrong about this docu-series? Maybe they got it Tuesday or Wednesday wrong. Sure, the timeline with Gloria Satterfield dying was changed to kind of fit the narrative. But the overriding material observations and facts are clear. Alex is a monster. Alex abused alcohol. According to Dick's own words, Alex abused narcotics. Alex leveraged his relationships with the bar and with his father and with the dynasty of the family name. He used his position of authority to take advantage of people. He abused and used and bullied his banker. Those are the material facts of the case, Julie, and those are true.
You're so right, Eric. So right. Tell me, I know you're still in touch with Gloria's children, who were also seen in the series. There are actors who play them as well. Have you spoken to them about what the series is like, whether they've watched it? What are their sentiments about it all?
They're just not people who watch these type of series, but they have followed a lot of the internet chatter, and they do appreciate the way that the producers portrayed their mother and their sister. As I've said all along, she was so much more than just a housekeeper, and you can see it in the series of how she was close with Paul and how dedicated that she was to the family. This is Hollywood, this is art, this isn't science. And no matter how loud Dick says it or how many times he says it, Alec Murdaugh is a unique, once-in-a-lifetime monster, and he represented him. And here's a newsflash to lawyers. You better be careful who you represent, because some of that stink will turn over onto you.
Oh, that's good, Eric. That's good. You're right. Yeah. I mean, Alec Murdaugh, I agree. Such a unique killer. You know, I mean, for so many different reasons. It's like he was this monster hiding in plain sight who seemed to be the good guy. And I mean, not only was he a thief, he was a killer, he was a liar. I mean, preyed on the most vulnerable people in our society. And it's just, it's stunning. It really is. And having seen the trial, I'm loving the series. I think it's fantastic. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because, you know, I know you and Mandy and Liz, and I think it's fantastic. And we've had Mandy on the show recently to talk about it and congratulate her, because I know it was, you know, her reporting. And Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, is she one of the producers on the series too?
She is. She's a contributing producer. She obviously didn't have first chair control,
Sure.
but it's based on her book. It's based on the podcast, and it's based on how the events unfolded. And unfortunately for Dick or Jim, this became a national and international trial, and there was a deep dive into Alex. And this was a very troubled family that something like this was destined to happen. I mean, they, you know, in the beginning, you don't like Paul, but in this, as the series progresses, you feel sorry for him because he was the product of parents who tolerated bad behavior. They drank in front of him. They let him drink. They let his personality get out of control. And you feel bad for Paul as a parent.
You're right, Eric. You do. You do. And I think the series portrays that well. You know, he was shaped by his circumstances, his environment, his parents. I have a clip I'd love to play for you now. This is from the Murdaugh Death in the Family podcast, and we're going to see Mandy Matney with Brittany Snow, the actress who plays Mandy in the series.
I think the people that still don't believe that he did it, I think it's because nobody wants to, because it's just too horrific to imagine. And people always love to say, like, well, the motive doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, motives shouldn't make sense. Like, motive for murder should never really make sense to anybody.
Yeah, it's great seeing them together. She looks so much like Mandy in this series. I encourage anybody to watch it. If you have Hulu, I think you'll find it very entertaining. So, Eric, going back to the story, which is portrayed well, and where we are right now as the episodes are dropping, we're getting to the point where, you know, Mandy latches on early that there's a story there. She sniffs out the story and really starts digging, as you know, and becomes kind of a thorn in the Murdaugh side, so to speak, because she's a reporter doing a great job and paying attention. And so now I'm wondering, with Murdaugh, you know, crying behind bars, oh, you know, this is unfair, the series, blah, 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 whatever he's saying. It's like, I kind of expect this, don't you? Because, you know, look, this is largely, you know, Mandy's work that shined a light on all of this. So I kind of feel like he would try to say something negative.
Sure, the family operated in the shadows in the dark for so long, and after the boating accident, everything came to light, and it makes perfect sense that a reporter like Mandy is going to dig deep. Look, how does Alex even watch Hulu behind prison? I highly doubt that he's able to see the series. He's probably told about it. But two, it is accurate. He did these things. He did steal money. He did abuse alcohol. Dick Harpootlian got on national TV and said he was a rabid drug addict. So all of these things happened. He did not treat Maggie with the respect that a wife deserves. What more do they want? You know, so you get an outfit wrong or a day wrong or whatever. That's not material. You can't say gotcha because of that.
You're exactly right. And that actor, Jason Clarke, who portrays him, wow, is he good? He is sensational. I hope he wins an Emmy. Eric Bland, always a delight to have you on the show. Thank you so much. Be sure to check out Cup of Justice, Eric's podcast with Liz and Mandy. We'll see you soon.